This is the Bezuzo hand blender. That's what we'll be looking at today. And it is an immersion blender, and that's what caught my eye when I first saw it. Here's the immersion blender attachment. Now, one thing I do want to show is you would think, or I thought, that it would fit in an ordinary glass. It does not. As you can see, that's a 12-ounce glass. I thought maybe a bigger glass would work. No deal. And that explains the attachment that comes with it, and they call it a beaker. It has ounces and milliliters on the other side, and that fits fully inside. And also the beaker, as the other attachment is silicone coated on the bottom, so it doesn't slip on your surface. It also comes with an attachment to turn it into a little mini food processor. And it comes with the blade that's separate. It sits on the spindle inside, and again, it has that black silicone surround to keep it nice and from sliding around on the surface. That just goes in here. What is neat about this is that everything comes apart. There's no gaskets, so it's really easy to clean. In fact, the only hard thing to clean, if you want to call it difficult, is just over here where the spindle goes. And what I do for that is I just take my power spray on my sink and spray in there and get the debris out. So it's really nice and cleans up. And this is how it works. You put the cover up on top, put this on here, and then give it a spin and chop your food as you would in an ordinary food processor. For some folks, there's only one or two occasions where you need an immersion blender, where you need a blender at all, or where you need a food processor. For a moderate price, this gives you everything in one. And let's see how it does. You have two more attachments. This is the attachment, just simply screws on. And we have a beater. And this is what we're going to demonstrate. We have a whisk. Because we're going to see how it works in whipping up some whipped cream. We have heavy cream over here. We're going to dump it in here, and then we're going to proceed to whisk it away. There are 21 different speed controls here. I don't know if the camera could see that. And that's what adjusts the speed over here. The top one, it says start. It goes to a very high speed. And at certain times, say for example, if we're whisking at a moderate speed, we want to hit to the high speed without turning this. We hit turbo, and that goes to the high speed, and that allows you to go back to the slow speed without messing up here. So it's a neat little convenience. So let's start by making some whipped cream. And let's go to turbo. Making a big mess. Let's slow it down. And there we have whipped cream. Have some nice peaks, as you can see. It's nice and stiff. That's a pretty easy way to do it. Granted, it was only half a cup, but look at the volume, the way it increased, as whipped cream should. This is a really neat tool. You've got the blender, you've got the beaker, so you can mix things up. And the immersion blender, of course, the immersion attachment would work if you're making soup. It's a neat device. Again, it's 180 watts. Reasonable for the price, and it does so many things at once.
So I'm going to show you how I like to make scrambled eggs for one. I have 2 eggs here, and I have my new handheld blender. Right, it's that easy. Actually, mix it up a little bit more. Put that aside, and I just take this beautifully mixed scrambled egg, pour it into pan. And in no time flat, I have scrambled eggs for one in under 3 minutes. So anyway, I enjoy making butternut squash with the blender attachment with that. And yeah, so the blender attachment here is good for making my butternut squash soup and other cream soups that I prefer to mix in the pan. And then something like some simple scrambled eggs. It's easy enough to mix in a cup, cook up, and have them done in minutes. What I like about this new handheld blender is that you can do it you can have it turned at an angle, and actually I can't hold the video, but if you push this button here, it twists around and becomes a straight up and down stick, and there'll be a photo of that on this review.
Okay, I just want to do a really quick video to demonstrate this Immersion blender that I just got on Amazon. First thing I wanted to point out was how much this is very cool. There's a little lock button on the back of this to turn it from a straight stick blender to a 90-degree angle. There's another spot where you could do it like so. But the funny thing is you have to hold these buttons down underneath here. But I do like having it at this 90-degree angle for when I'm using these buttons. So it's going to make it a lot easier for me to use. So I'm just going to froth up some heavy whipping cream today just to demonstrate how to use this thing. And I haven't tried this out yet, so I'll be experimenting a little bit with this. So let's go ahead and give it a whirl. See, I'm just going to turn on, there's two different levels. There's start and then there's turbo. So I'm just going to do start and see how well this works. I actually expected it to be a lot more messy. Look at how quickly that did that. Wow, that's very cool. I got whipped cream already. Look at that. That's fantastic. Okay, so that worked pretty dang well. So I'm very excited about this. I'm going to use this to mostly make like soups and sauces. Whenever I would normally use my blender, I'll use this instead. It looks like this is going to be a really good go-to for my soups and sauces. So I love how easily this comes apart like this. So you could just clean this off and store it. And yeah, that ended up being really nice, better than I expected.
Wow.
Okay, when you plug it in, the light's already on and it's ready to be used. You do have to hold it, and you have to hold it if you want it to work. That's the regular setting. That's turbo. And then this comes off, and you put this other one. You have to hold it the whole time. And then there's the other attachment. It's pretty cool. Let's take off.
Hey everyone, here's a quick review of the Bizuzu cordless hand blender. I really like this. It's super nice. Comes apart in two pieces, and then you can just put this in the dishwasher and wipe this down, I guess, if you get anything on your hands. Just goes right in. lock it, and if you want to tilt it, press this, and you can go that way or keep going for a full 90 degree, and you can then blend up your stuff. Turn it on, you hold that guy, and then you'll see your battery indicator, and then we'll start the blending. And as long as you're holding it, it will spin. And I'm going to tilt this so it doesn't hit the ground. But you can hold it, and then you adjust the speed right there for blend. I'm going to shut this off. That's it. And then you have your USB charging port right there. USB-C, and it does come with the cable. So other than that, I really like this. Looks really nice, nice and elegant. So hope this helps. Enjoy.
Can't see what I'm doing here. It's kind of messy. The cool thing about this stick blender is I can set it at 90 degrees. This is so cool. I can't wait to start making soap with this.
It already cracked.